And we are back live with map 3 in Online Esports versus Endpoint. Endpoint now on CT. Ready for the opening round to see what these teams have got to offer. Esports managing to get themselves into the third map, having to push it to OT. Online Esports dominate essentially on the knife round. So they get to pick first and they will choose to switch. For the first round to kick off now, so we can see what these teams have got in store for us. Smokes and flashes going on to a site as X actually clears up quite a few there in fact, but is taken down in the end by Cryptics. Cass and JS going back around the site. Oh, JX taking Cryptis out completely then. A slick little one tap. Still hasn't fully made its way onto site, so Cass will look to try and do some more damage to Pulse. He is successful in doing so, but they'll need to start looking to rotate towards B site. The grenade will go down but doesn't do any damage as Pulse sets in to plant the bomb. Get ready to defend against the retake. Oh, Soulcase again, just showing how good he is with that USP. Takes the head off. JS is just behind Robin and will secure the final kill. Ready now for the defuse to come in. No defuse kit for plenty of time to go, so no issues or worries in that respect. Smoke grenade's going to get passed on very stylishly by JS to Soulcast as Online Esports take the pistol round over Endpoint. Endpoint and ZNX buying up in this round. We have a Galil 4 Mac 10s. We also have 3 M4s, a UMP and a Scout there coming in from Online Esports. Plenty of utility around as well actually to help or hinder taking on the site. And we are in the LAN hall, so there are a couple thousand people here. The main event is on the main stage, so you're going to hear that probably quite loud in the background there. Cryptics following his teammates now, helping push on to B site. So the next does get Janko, but Cryptics is there to finish him off. JS picks up, pushes forward here. Oh, nice kill there coming in from JS. On to Russ, the ladder will go up. Cryptics picks up Leaf. Oh, it's not quite able to get the second. Oh, he's still on spot. JS is pushing forward ever so slightly. He's going to look to cover the diffuser. Diffuser will get stopped, and there is not enough time for JS to be able to get down there and get that bomb defused. Says that we don't actually have a cameraman. I am the only one casting the game. able to switch so quickly between everything, unfortunately, because I am trying to cover everything as we go along. Flashbang will come out, so team will look to push down Ivy. Grenade will do some damage to JS. A lot of damage getting laid onto JS still as well. The grenade first of all, and then the AK spray. He does manage to get away. Just then trading out Simcast. Showcase. Right. The noise from the stage is incredible, but Cryptix is able to pick up 2. And he's trying to get away, but unable to do so as Cryptix and Pulse move in to finish off. Robin then helping out as well, taking down ZNX, winning round 3 for Endpoint. Now 2-1 as we head into round 4. Push coming in here from Endpoint as London Esports are on an eco. Big hits onto ZNX. Leaf is able to pick up Pulse after Pulse takes down ZNX, but Robin and Jenko are there to pick up Leaf. Showcase pretty much wiping out the rest of the team, and Russ is able to pick up JS in the final one. Into round 5 now, 3 for Endpoint, 1 so far for London Esports. A bit of trading going on at T-Spawn. Once again, we have 2 maps already. This is the 3rd, the best of 3. Teams taking a map each. Trying to go through the wall, not able to connect with anyone, but we are seeing quite a mass here as Endpoint look to move out onto site. Will be successful in those flashbangs, giving them a bit of cover. Russ is taken down by ZNX, but Pulse is there to get the trade. Bomb is planted by Robin on site. False move here could mean Cryptix gets taken down, and he does. Showcase there getting shot in the back by Robin. Jenko just allowing that to happen. The worst thing is I didn't actually see any shots coming back from him then. Robin will look to delay the defuse if he can, but he's going to get picked up in the end. JS defuses the bomb. 3-2 to Endpoint now as we go into round 6. Esports picking up that last round. Not actually being collected by anyone then, but Russ will go back to pick it up. Esports going across into a ZNX playing dangerously close there. He'll smoke himself out so he can pull back. Jenko trying to bait the shots from underneath. In the end just uses a molly which is smoked over immediately. Still have 2 players actually back at Ivy. Didn't notice them for a second, but that is Cryptix and Russ. side. Janko will look to recover the bomb. Need a bomb there actually, I think. Yeah, he's left the bomb there, so he's also pushing forward to try and get an angle into A site. Cryptics and Rust still making slow movements. So Cass managed to pick up the first, but Pulse tanks, or uses Robin as a tank there to take the damage, and is able to pick up the trade. Russian Cryptics now looking to take advantage of moves they've made to get into position. They've got a man behind. He will pick up the first. Can he pick up the second? He does indeed. And check their left as soon as they come out of that tunnel. They just went straight for it after smoking. And JS cleans house with the rest of the kills. 3-3 as we move into round 7. Eco round coming in now from Endpoint. We do have 2 Deagles, 2 Glocks and a Scout in play. And they'll try and make that work as best they possibly can. ZNX making short work of Robin there, and also Janko looking for the third if he can onto Cryptics. Needs to reload. He will get him in the end, and Leaf there picking up Russ. Quick round there from London Esports to make it 4-3. 4-3 now into round 8, and we're going to see Cryptics again looking to go all the way down to Ivy, but he is going to be met with some opposition. Flashbang will go Leaf and JS are there to get the trade. JS taking quite a ton of damage, but able to pull back in time, get away from everything. Leaf will hold the angle. Bomb heads towards B. Sentry will slow Robin down, but Pulse is already out. See the feet of ZNX and does manage to sweep them. Bomb manages to squeeze past. Pulse is taken down in the end. Janko very unlucky there, wasn't able to get any shots over towards Leaf as he's taken out. Even there with Robin and Russ to hold off London Esports. Robin actually getting taken down in the end, but Russ also getting taken down by JS and sprayed through smoke. Now going into round 9. As London Esports look to rack up more and more rounds, there is a pause in play. Given how late this game is going, hopefully the main stage will get quieter, because I don't know how long my game is going to last on for, but I believe we're going to be here for a little bit longer than them at least. So the pause, and we can see from London Esports they've got 2 AWPs in play as well as 2 AKs. ZNX still yet to buy. 3 AKs coming in from Endpoint as well as a Khalil and an SG. Pauses off, so the team's now ready to go into round 9. See A push those things deep into A site as quick as they possibly can. Got flashbangs, molotovs, everything's going off here to try and help assist with the push. ZNX will walk into Janko's crosshairs, but Leaf will pick up Janko and Pulse as Robin drops Leaf. Still leaves Showcase in a 1v1 now. Actually, it was 1v2 a moment ago, but Cryptic's is last left alive for Endpoint. He isn't able to secure the kill on the Showcase, who takes it to 6-3 for London Esports. Esports making use of some of the mistakes that Endpoint are making. We're now in an equal round for Endpoint. We have 5 CZs in play, as well as a P250. We have a smattering of utility being picked up as well. As it looks like they'll try to push the bomb onto B site. And Z will see players at the top get the smoke out ready. It isn't going to go too deep, unfortunately, so it doesn't do any damage to Pulse, but the smoke grenades and utility now being used by Endpoint to help them push onto site. It is successful as they go deep and extremely deep there. Jenko is going to get the kill onto ZNX in the end, not before ZNX takes Pulse and does a lot of damage onto Robin. Showcase will try to get the grenade kill onto Jenko or Robin even, but isn't able to connect on both. Overextending a little bit too much there, and it's round 10 over, going to London Esports. (7-3) now as we go into round 11. Smokes and utility being used there by Endpoint. Bomb is going to go along to Ivy. We do have Chenko and Pulse to create a little bit of a distraction, or just saw the arm there but wasn't able to squeeze off a shot in time. Top will go out. Point now, just biding the time for the right moment to push on into site. Divided up quite a fair bit here. JS will look to put some fire down in order to stop the push from these 3 as they come into site. He's actually staying behind there to make sure he can pop a smoke to cover the cross. JS is all the way up on boost, and he's going to be able to spot the players as they come through in. He will get the first in Robin. Cryptix is able to get Leaf down in the meantime, but JS picks up Cryptix in the end. Russ drops JS. It's now left to Pulse and Russ to try and make something of the rest of this round. They will have the site as ZNX. Showcase and maybe try to cover. They've actually gone all the way through into B. They're going to get the plant as well actually in this. That rotation coming in a little bit too late, but it's actually worked in Endpoint's favour. It's those little seconds in Counter-Strike, and it always seems to happen to me whenever I play. Pulse will get a kill onto ZNX. He is taken down in the end. Russ with a huge kill there on the Showcase. He's left in a 1v1. Oh, Russ. Well played by Russ there to win the round for Endpoint, taking us into 7-4. Still in favour of London Esports into round 12. very well run round then by Endpoint, taking us into the latter stages of the first half. We're on round 12 of Esports, still winning 7-4. This is the last map, as we said already. I'll repeat myself anyway nonetheless. Holding that angle, I think, for the rest of his team to arrive, which they have done. You can see there is a man still way out there, and that's Cryptix. It seems as though he's going to try and, well, they can use them to try and cause as many problems as they can. Going to push on the site. Russ will get the opening pick. ZNX just dropping Robin again, but Pulse is there to recover the trade. Flashbang goes out, and the plant will come in. Oh, he's been spotted, and unfortunately Cryptix isn't able to cause any danger to the rear of London Esports. Not that it's required actually, because Pulse and Jenko are making short work. Even though Pulse has just gone down, that's a lot of damage dealt to JS, and that will force him to reconsider trying to retake the site. He will pick up the AWP and he will vacate the area as quick as possible. Good round there from Endpoint. Very good round from Endpoint actually. This is definitely nuts coming into that round. You see a nice spread of utility across both teams. 3 M4s, 4 M4s, sorry, my mistake, for London Esports with an AWP, 4 AKs and an AWP for Endpoint. As we go into round 13, still London Esports winning 7-5. It's whether or not they can hold on to the lead more than anything. Pulse and Jenko will get ready to drop down. No one there to face them, but they have been caught out before. And, oh, Jenko. Almost like he took his time with that one then for a second. They're already out on A. Leaf is able to pick up Robin, but Cryptix is there to get the trade. The amount of damage done then to Amy, but not enough to get the kill. That grenade will be perfectly timed from ZNX. Takes Cryptic out, but could have been a little bit quicker with it. Stop the plant at that point, but nonetheless a kill. ZNX has the HP to move on to site, but be a lot between the two of them. Oh, Russ, that split second difference. A second longer, and he might have got the kill, but he gets it in the end anyway. ZNX is actually going to come round as well, and Russ is going to pick up the second kill as well. A pretty nutty round for him there. 7-6 as we go into round 14. Endpoint would look to get this to 7-7 as soon as they can. They're on, one of these are on at Eco, so it's still not to be messed with. I've seen them do a lot of damage with pistols. That Molotov will push JS into the scope of Russ. Somewhat spread of Endpoint players is moving towards site. Just getting ready to trade should it be required, but it isn't. Cryptics will move forward, trying to pop some shots off, and does connect with Leaf. Oh, a huge kill there as well for the second. Can he get the third? He isn't able to get the third, but Robin will. Yeah, 7-6 at the moment, but it's 1v5. It's likely to be 7-7 going into the last round of this half. Yeah, easily 7-7, yeah. Showcase is still pushing. I mean, Pulse is just waiting for him, unfortunately, but he's running for dear life then to try and get towards the bomb as quick as he possibly could, but Pulse was hanging back just in case that was going to happen. There's a pause in effect as we go into the last round of the first half. 7-7 is the score. Also, scoreboard. So let's have a quick look at the stats. Just waiting for the teams to finish doing what they're doing. We should be live for the last round of this half. It's still everyone's game really as well at this point. Like, we've got London Esports 7, obviously Endpoint 7 as well, but they're trading round for round. You know, it's been quite nice to see Endpoint recover some of the lost ground they had at the start of this half. It's a completely different game, or a completely different match to the first match that we saw, at least anyway. You know, the first map even that we saw from London Esports and Endpoint, with Endpoint just breezing all over them essentially. JS, but smoke grenade's perfectly timed and gives JS a little bit of a chance to back off away from that angle. ZNX dropping Jenko like a bag of potatoes there. Spray from Leaf. It does connect to a pulse, but it's messy. Isn't able to secure the kill. Cryptics is pushing dangerously close and will get caught up by JS. Robin's there to get the trade and a second kill in fact as well. He's going to swing out, try and get the third, but it's too low HP and Leaf is able to pick them up. He's dropped it in the open. Is so super close. Oh, that was nearly a whiff there from Russ. Oh, and might spoke too soon as he picks up quite a sick windy on the showcase. ZNX is creeping ever so close to the site though. Russ is going to get the plant down. He does have post help. ZNX is able to pop a couple of shots into the back of Russ's head as he flees towards the box. Pulse is able to drop ZNX. So 8-7 in favour of Endpoint as we move into the second half. Endpoint just taking round after round off London Esports then towards the end of the first half. See them push it all the way down to B. Actually, no, they're going A. They're going to come straight through here. Oh, some opening hits do land, but not enough damage there to right home. But Robin absolutely destroys two quick headshots in succession. Cryptics and JS in a little bit of a deal at the moment. Just come off the worst end of that. Robin is still in this and is still popping heads. It's down to Solcast to try and keep this rolling. Jenko was able to finish him off in the end. So we're now at 9-7 in favour of Endpoint. And into round 17 we go. Okay, none of these sports just throwing everything at this point straight away. Do you have the bomb plant obviously money to work with? Try and go for it as best as they can. So pushing around into A site. Pulse is waiting. That flashbang won't be effective. Robin does pick up the first kill of this round. Pulse said an X and JS just splitting the kills between the two of them. Cryptics managing to bring down JS before he's able to do any more damage. ZNX is hit quite heavily, but Cryptics and Rust do have some utility, so they can look to try and push back onto the site. Oh, he's going to get big onto Cryptics, but Rust is there. Grenade does land nicely, but again, not a lot of damage, so smoke goes on to the bomb. We're going to try and see like a ninja. Grenade doesn't do any damage this time. Oh, Shellcast plays him out of position of Russ. It's just out in the open. Unable to be picked up straight away. We should see Nico coming in now, but the money's definitely not there for Endpoint, so they pick up 3 Deagles, a 5-7 and a Scout to move into round 18. Score still 9-8 in favour of Endpoint. Oh, Robin got away with that then. ZNX not able to put enough damage on him to kill him, but it's just, he's got away with that, I got no idea. Backed off way back as well. Doesn't want to risk it more than anything. 9 HP after that opening exchange between him and ZNX. Rush gets shot a couple of times there, but still has the HP to fight. Pulse with the Scout. Oh, nice shot onto Soul Case, but not getting enough to kill. Even picking up a nice little 3k there as he moves into sight. Bomb will go down. Jenko, oh Jenko, what is that? Jenko just picked up one hell of a 3k back to back with that Deagle. Make it 10-8 for Endpoint. That was unreal, that was. He caught all 3 players off guard and they just had nothing to kind of combat it with. London Esports got to be reeling after that, let's be honest. They're on site, they've got the bomb plant down and 2 of their players aren't watched out. You see 3Ds and 2 bots coming in from London Esports. So they tried to recover after that last round. Open shot onto Jenko, does a little bit of damage, not a huge amount. But they still force him to pop the smoke. 10-8 in round 19 in the third map. After the first map, we would have even thought it would have gone to map 3. I mean, Endpoint were just popping off. But London Esports pulled on, fought back. Janko with the opening two kills there on Leaf and JS. Cryptix pushes up close, stops the plant, and actually picks up a 3k for himself in that round as well. Excellent team play between the two of them. 11-8 now into round 20. We get a little bit of damage onto him early on. Oh, that grenade just... That's a nice grenade, let's be honest, and that takes a lot of HP down. As it comes in, Pulse will get one, but it's picked up fairly quickly. Russ had a perfect shot on him, and his back was completely turned and wasn't able to secure the kill. With one, but again we got 2 kills by Emmy. Cryptix and Robin helping each other out there. Last man standing is NNX, and he's trying to fall back, but he just hasn't got the time to, and Robin and Janko are out for blood and they want to get this over with now. 12-8 as we go into round 21. We're 12-8 now for Endpoint. Okay, dead and toes all up, but doesn't quite get into position. Gives NNX a little bit of breathing room. That flashbang will save Leaf essentially. The shot doesn't fully connect. It doesn't connect in the way that I think that Rush wanted it to. It does do a lot of damage, but doesn't get the kill. To drop down together, nothing there for them to face off against. Pulse picking up a nice kill on his NNX. Rush is still really deep up top, so if the bomb is going to go his direction, he's going to be able to pick up that kill pretty quickly, but I don't think it is. I think it's going to go down low. It is going to go down low. I think it is at least anyway. He's backing off there. Can't quite tell. That smoke grenade will go out. It doesn't really help Showcase in that situation. Pulse is just banging in 1 then 2. 1v3 left now. Oh, that AWP is going to connect with Pulse and take him out. One will be retrieved. 3 seconds left on the clock though. It's nothing that you could really do in all fairness to get that round in, so I'd rather keep the AWP, save it for the next one. 13-8 now into round 22. Just me, I mean, Janko has been playing aggressive for the last 2 maps anyway, but it does seem to be getting more aggressive in this round at least anyway, in these final few rounds hopefully, for Team Endpoint. is going to get ready to push it on D. They're holding the angle, but Cryptix is unlucky there to come off the worst in that trade. Pulse is able to pick up ZNX, but Leaf picks up Pulse in return. Oh, Robin. Robin's just behind again. JS is behind Robin as well. This round's gone mental. Rust can't do enough, unfortunately, there to secure the round. Or secure the site, I should say. Pushes into round 23, 13-9. Endpoint still leading the way though. Now we'll require an equal round, so you can see a push coming in from them, but it does look as though they're going to try and hold their positions like normal anyway. Yeah, no one's really pushed up too far, and Cryptix is in his normal place. He's been playing quite aggressive the last couple of rounds. Janko unfortunately does get taken down. Sheriff can get right now to execute onto A. Cryptix is smoked out of positions, he's not able to help. Robin getting shot there by JS from the side. Said next, trying to go big and is going to go big. Showcase there to help support taking Cryptix down. 13-10 still in favour of Endpoint as we go to round 24. 6 rounds left for this map before we go to OT, as if Endpoint can't secure the next 3 rounds. Same for London can't secure the next 6 rounds. Rust and Janko again playing super aggressive on Ivy together. I mean, Janko is actually left there now as Rust comes back towards site. Showcase will be on. He's on green already. Robin is just below. Peek out. He gets the first, but he's not able to secure the second. JS pick. Let's finish him off. Pulse and Rust sharing some kills there, but they're going to get taken up by ZNX and Leaf. Cryptix now. Is ZNX, and Leaf is in a 1v2 with 4 HP. No bomb, but does have a bit of utility, so can. There's a bit of that, maybe if he wants to back off. I don't know if he's going to back off, he's going to go for it. It does look as though he's going to back off actually, and it would make sense for him to. 4 HP is against 2 full health players. He does have utility, but there's not really a lot in it for him really to go. He's taking risks, so by pushing out into sight. $20 seconds left. He is actually going to go for it. Grenade is going to find him, however. Cryptix. Kobe and gets the kill straight away. So that's 14-10 now. These two are just messing around evidently. I have no idea why it took so long for them to get the defuse going, but they've got defuse kits, so they're able to take their time if they want to. 14-10 now into round 25. Need 2 more wins. It's just below. I don't think you can see anything. I mean, obviously we can see through X-ray, but I don't think you caught any sort of glimpse of the barrel or anything like that as across the hole. This one could go deep. Watch Robin and Jenko still holding it up top. Nice kill there by Robin. Just edged over a little bit too much, showed a little bit too much, and that was good night. Got two coming down the hole. He'll catch Robin, and Leaf is able to finish him off. Pulse can get Z and X. He can get Leaf as well. Can he get the third? He is indeed going to get the third. Actually, no, Russ gets the third in the end there. 15-10 match point now into round 26 for Endpoint. Get this, they've got the map. And then chat, I haven't got to worry about hearing the background noise until tomorrow at least. Lots of utility being used early on there, so he's taking a little bit of damage. Cryptics and Pulse still holding on to B, but Cryptics is actually now put it back onto A side. Janko takes one, but ZNX is able to bring him down. Russ and Leaf going kill to kill, more or less. Leaf now picking up Cryptics immediately after. Cryptics takes down JS. 2v2. Pulse and Russ left alive. Oh, spoke too soon. Russ does get killed by Leaf. 1v1 now, and oh, unlucky there, Pulse. As it goes 15-11 to round 27. See a lot of these spots split out quite a bit here as 2 underground to Ivy, 3 up towards B. Oh, Jenko gets 2 in fact. That's 2 huge frags, that is, considering they're on eco. Won't peek all the way out, so doesn't see bomb is still dropped at the top, but gets an AK and feeds it back into Cryptics. JS does grab Russ. Leaf will drop down onto site. Oh, the noise here by Pulse, but wasn't quick enough, unfortunately. Dix will smoke out. Molotov in his direction. Janko's still hanging around there. Oh, Cryptics unfortunately is going to get taken down in the end. Now 2v3. Janko not looking to take this on now. JS is hunting, but no bump into Janko here. Janko gets Z and X. He needs to pull back quickly because actually no. JS isn't going to push forward because the bomb's about to go off anyway, isn't it? So he's taking more damage as a result of that. And look to hide by ladder. 12-15, still in favour of Endpoint. Overton confirmed. Endpoint got a full buy here as well, so I mean, anything could really happen, let's be honest. I mean, we've seen stranger things happening with London esports today. Gas utility being put down by Endpoint. Flashing it all off. There's no one there really for a pulse to peek into hit. Does get a bit of damage as he comes back out. Janko is going to get high and providing a different angle to cover. A little bit early on the drop, but they are able to pick Robin out of that situation. Top will come out and cover the crossing between two trains. Russ dropping, said, next Leaf getting picked up, or picking up Janko even. Cryptic kills for kills at the moment as he trade in. Now 1v1, 1 HP for Soulcase as he looks to bounce back to get away from a site. Cryptix isn't in too much of a good shape himself either with 8 HP. The bomb is going to get all the way over into B site as Cryptix is still on A. Come on, Cryptix. He has flashbangs. I mean, he could he's definitely going to help him if he's going to retake it. He is going to push on to site. He has a defuse kit as well, so he can take his time for a little bit, but he needs to make a move here. That Molotov's going to come in. There's no chance for him getting the defuse. He's going to need to back off quickly, keep this M4 for the next round. 15-13, still in favour of Endpoint. And so Kiss loses the SG in the end anyway. (15-13), 2 rounds left. Endpoint got 3 pistols, an M4 and an SG to work with. Again, same in this sort of situation, we've seen stranger things happen. Cryptix with the M4 from the last round. Get the information fed into him from that ZNX is nearby, but he isn't able to get the kill. ZNX just going huge in this round. We'll get 4. He's going to look for the ace. Pause is going to come into effect after this round. I think, to be honest, chat are right. Could end up going to OT there. I mean, look at the money situation from Endpoint. They do have money to spare, so they could. What's the last bonus at the moment? So last bonus 2,900, so they're going to have money to go into the next round with. And these spots are also going to have money as well, and those AKs and SGs are going to come with them. Russ is able to do damage, but not able to secure any kills. And we move into the final round of this map. Potentially final round, depends what Endpoint can pull out of the bag. Now we're going to go full buy. London Esports the same way. So we've had 2 maps in a row now where London Esports have just held on for dear life, round after round. You could be seeing map 3 going to OT as well. The main stage is finished in Insomnia, but the screams and noises that you hear now is just people in the BYOC hall. It is the last night of LAN, so probably having a few drinks and chilling out. Doing some Counter-Strike and God knows what else. to the pause in play, so not much we can really do but wait at the moment. Okay, pause is off, so we need to see something. I mean, London could draw this out. So it didn't do it in the last map, so it's not really much stopping them from doing it in this map, but Endpoint need to curb some of the aggression they've got maybe and pull back. Russ is going to go deep with the AWP. It's all going B. Pulse can definitely hear movement. They're already there pretty much on site. Cryptix gets one. Let's try and get a second if he can. Pulse will pick up Soulcast. Almost down now on site. It's a 3v4. Leaf takes a little bit of a hit there, but not a huge amount. Oh, ZNX gets Django. Russ gets ZNX. 2v3. Oh, Leaf is going massive. 1v1. Can Robin seal the deal? He can, and he will get the defuse as well. He hasn't got a kit. He isn't able to get the defuse. London Esports do take it into overtime. Didn't notice the no kit there. So we're in OT1. Mental. London Esports just like clawing continuously to stay alive in this game. Guess the saying's true though. I mean, don't be a loser, buy a diffuser, right? If you've got the money available, why not? Is paused as both teams take a minute to try and sort some tactics out. Take a breath, get ready for the first round in OT1. Esports are just looking to push all the way out. Robin will get the first. Does have a man above him, but it's a bit easier with all the utility noise that's going on, the smokes and the noise. Loss of Leaf, London Esports are starting to play a little bit more passive. They're starting to edge their way over to B side. You can see smokes going out now. ZNX will lead the charge down into B side. He's going to take a grenade to the face. Cryptix is there waiting to receive. He'll get the first. He won't get the second, but Django will assist with a frag grenade kill as well as an M4 kill. Django actually then going really big and just taking 3 down. First round of OT goes to Endpoint. Pick that, yep, he's going to get it in the end. He's going to take a lot of damage from the volley that was thrown directly into him. Rush dodge death there. A second longer and he would have been gone. So next we'll get this weapon ready up and over the trains. Leaf pulls out into sight. Pulls picks up the first. He can get the second as well. We'll look to try and make it a third, but he's not looking the right direction as JS comes out. Russ is able to pick up one though. Chenko's all the way wide on that flank, but he needs to check all off. He does, and he picks up one. Oh, nice there from Russ. Round 2 of OT1 goes to Endpoint, 17-15 now. Both teams just throwing everything out then. I mean, I've been here since what, 9 AM. So they've been there from about 10ish. It's now 10 past 11, so probably knackered as well. And if anyone's ever been to Insomnia, you know how much of a heavy weekend it is. Soulcase will get taken down though. Rush able to fall back. Perfect bouncer up into Leaf's lap. Oh, first couple of shots landed onto JS. Dick's now going to call in for a rotate. Needs some help here. Pulse is going to be on standby to do so, and Chenko as well. Bomb is down on B site. JS gets picked up. First half of OT1 completed. 18-15 in favour of Endpoint. Match point. I mean, if I was an Endpoint player now, I'd just got to go all out. Got to throw everything at London Esports. That might be tiredness talking though. Let's see what they end up actually doing in the end. Looks like they're going to go straight push into A. Cryptix is picked off quite easily there, trying to help out with the boost. And they're actually out on site. JS picks up the first kill, or second kill I should say. Janko does take to Soulcase. Leaf is there though to cover the trade. It's 2v4. Pulse and Russ still left alive with utility. Catching West Happy hopping all the way around through the back. Will go in, so ZNX should now start calling for some players to come and help him. First man on scene is going to be me. It's actually a bait and switch. They're going to go A with the bomb, but not any more than I would imagine. West is going to want to die straight away. Funny enough, 16-18 still in favour of Endpoint. Insane how much London Esports are just like gripping on to this game, especially after the first round. Ooh, nice headshot there onto Pulse straight out, and they're just going all out. They're pushing A site. Leaf will pick up a kill onto Wes. Cryptix comes back just to finish Leaf off. Robin is up. See the boost coming in. Some accurate fire down, but JS is there to kill him in the end. Janko, JS and Soulcase then clearing up the rest of Endpoint, final round in OT1. There's a pause called. I've got 2 minutes time you're going to hear me say this, but I definitely don't play Minecraft out there in advance. (18-17) still in favour of Endpoint as we go into the final round of OT1. We had a game on Friday that I casted with Endpoint and they went to OT3 as a heads up for everyone in advance. So if this doesn't go all the way, you might want to get some popcorn and some drinks or something like that to keep yourself occupied. Maybe some earplugs. Cryptics gets the few bits showcase there to cover the trade. Robin, oh goodness, it's just absolute carnage as both teams try to hold A site. Hold and push onto A side, I should say. Oh, nice conversion down to JS from Pulse. Oh, so next is close to him. So picking up from distance. This is now a 1v2. Ollie will go over towards left. He picks up Rush straight away. It's low HP though. And Endpoint wins. Wins overall. We made it. We actually made it through to the end.